sometimes you're able to separate the art from the man. It just depends on what it is. Like, for instance, if I enjoy your music and you're somebody who has political views that I don't necessarily agree with, I'm not going to not listen to your music. I just know that I don't agree with that. But if you're somebody who's calling for the unaliving of somebody, I don't know. I can't separate the man from that. Jack Black was on his tour with his band Tenacious D, and his band member went on to express his disappointment of Donald Trump surviving his assassination attempt. Check this clip out.
Don't miss Trump next time. Thank you.
How pathetic. How pathetic, man. You're definitely a weak-minded individual to sit there and laugh at somebody saying or mocking the failure of an assassination attempt. That's just inhumane at its core. You know, people, you got people in the comment section. I mean, you gotta have a sense of humor. No, bro, that's not having a sense of humor. That right there is just being evil, ill-minded, and also having a flock of people in a crowd also seemingly stand behind it. Nobody was opposed to it. I ain't hear no boo or nothing. It was cheers and laughing. Sit there and say, oh, next time don't miss. I don't care how much you dislike your political opponent, man. To call for them to be unalived, that just says a lot about you as a person, as a scumbag, as a human. Honestly, man, I don't wish death on nobody. That, like Biggie said, it's genuinely there's no coming back from that. And Tenacious D member Kyle Glass was celebrating his 64th birthday. You're 64 years old, acting like this? Dog, man. Pray for all these lost sheep, okay? That's all I can say. It's disgusting and pathetic. At the very least, just cold-hearted, man. It's I don't know, man. It's almost like, well, what do you stand for? Since you're so against this or against Trump, what do you stand for? Are you behind? Anyhow, this all started with washed up, as they put it in this post. Former star Jack Black appears at a Biden fundraiser because democracy is at stake. And I hate when they say this. It's so stupid. It's annoying. It's like, yo, we're a constitutional republic. Democracy is them, telling us what to think and giving us our rights and telling us we have no rights, essentially. And, yeah, y'all do what we tell you to do. A constitutional republic is our rights being protected. People don't understand this difference, and it's baffling. Anyhow, let's go back to this clip, man, that all started this BS.
A few days ago, my manager called me and said George Clooney and Julia Roberts wanted me to help out the president and speak here tonight. And I said, I am in. When and where? And thank you. And then they said, Jack, we know how busy you are. You don't have time. Look at all the other events that are happening tonight that you already turned down. MC at the Fliegelman Bat Mitzvah. The opening of the new Jack in the Box in Oxnard. Judge at the second annual Imperial Valley Avocado Festival. You don't see that on Meryl Streep's resume. I said, I know I turned them down, but my president needs me. Thank you. And then they hit me with the big one. They said, Jack, you can't go. You have nothing to wear. Your good suit is in the cleaners. Well, were they wrong? Because I had this to wear. My kick-ass American flag overalls. Most patriotic outfit of all times. That shut them up. There wasn't much they could say after that. And when the president wins in November, yeah! I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a sweet shout out in his victory speech for what I gave up to be here. Because when democracy is at stake, Jack Black answers the call. Mr. President, you're welcome. That's not the president, that's not Judge, it's a random dude. But I thought it would look better if I talked right to a guy.
So what you just heard there was Jack Black announcing his endorsement for Joe Biden while bashing Donald Trump in the process. So we see this, happen all the time, but it's pretty embarrassing to endorse a man who is better fit for a nursing home at this point. You know what I'm saying? These celebrities don't seem to understand how this endorsing thing works, in my opinion. It doesn't make me change my voting preferences. It does, however, make me decide not to watch anything that they put out going forward. So, it's like this slippery slope that it is on. I'm telling you, and nobody cares, bro. You should not look at your favorite celebrities for your political opinion. And if that's what you're doing, then you're totally doing this life thing wrong. This life thing is not working out for you, man. Let's go and get some responses. We have Lib of TikTok. It says Tenacious D and Jack Black cancel tour, and Lib of TikTok bring the reckoning. Let's check this out.
Don't miss Trump next time.
Was at a Tenacious D concert in Australia. It was Jack Black singing happy birthday to one of his bandmates, and that was his bandmate responding. Tenacious D has canceled the rest of their tour. Black stating he was blindsided. We're blindsided. You would have addressed it right then and there. You wouldn't have waited for the video to go viral, and you wouldn't have waited for the Australian senators to call for your deportation. You're not mad that it happened. You're mad at the backlash. If you haven't noticed, there is somewhat of a reckoning going on right now. Zip TikTok has been on a rampage since Saturday. People who got way too comfortable in their perceived anonymity online, comments from Facebook, making those people wildly popular. They missed shaking my head. Social media deletion. We were inches away from freedom. 3 pages of groveling on the internet for forgiveness. Yipes. Super bummed that they missed deleted social medias. And his company is handling the matter internally. Little to the right next time, please. Entire page of groveling on the internet for forgiveness. And he's resigning as fire marshal and fire chief. Damn, someone just barely missed. Fired. If you're gonna shoot, man, don't miss. Fired. Right? Like, bro, work on your skills. Fired. Rednecks, next time the shooter isn't going to miss. Fired, but not after trying to tell everybody on Facebook that he had been hacked. Shoot, if only he would have had his scope sighted correctly. Fired. During these discussions that I'm having on X about this whole thing, there is some people in the comments saying, okay, so it's cool now that the right is doing cancel culture. Cancel culture is okay now. If you would have asked me this question a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I would have said no. Would have said no, that it's not okay, that we need to do better. Spent years warning you that the tides were eventually going to turn and that some of you were too far to one side in order to pivot and make it back to the middle. And you doubled down, laughed in our faces. You took that power trip and you ran with it. Good people get tired of being good to ungrateful people. Even Jesus flipped a table every now and again. I refuse to feel bad for someone who devalues human life in such a way.
Yes, that is quite pathetic. I was gonna get into the apology. Let me make sure I pull it up real quick. But that is pretty pathetic for you to sit there and wish death on somebody just because you don't like the political views. That's just not okay. And it's also, like I say, it's inhumane. It shows that you don't have no sort of heart for humanity, you know what I'm saying? And all of those people got exactly what they deserve in terms of being fired. They got exactly what they deserve, man. Sit there and, it should have did this or that should have happened, pretty much insinuating that they wish that, Trump was unalive. Y'all don't deserve to I would not hire you or keep you at my place of employment with rhetoric like that. Somebody said, we already know this. Jack Black just canceled the rest of his Tenacious D tour after serious backlash from the violent rhetoric he allowed on stage following July 13th assassination attempt on President Trump. Jack Black, man, you could have said what you need to say when that happened, but nah, bro, you chose to laugh. So let's go ahead and read this whack apology. It says right here, I was blindsided by what was said at the show on Sunday. I would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form. Wow. That's quite literally what you did, dog. You laughed at it. You moved on with the show. After much reflection, after much backlash that you don't want, I no longer feel it's appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I am grateful to the fans for their support and understanding. I think you're doing this more of a safety precaution, rightfully so, because, you put that type of energy out in the universe. you know, what what you put out there comes back to you. You know what I'm saying? And I pray to God that we don't have anybody that's super radical for Trump that will want to unalive somebody for that just because they love Trump so much. And you know, somebody, they find out somebody don't like them. Like we not finna stoop to those levels for that reason, man. But for you, yeah, dog, your reputation just went whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm looking at these comments. Him and his boyfriend were canceled. The shows are not continuing. The show's not continuing is the result. Oh, so they're saying that they're actually canceled. What else we got here? Exactly. Too late, Jack. He's just afraid because he's on stage and out in the open for a whole tour behind closed doors. I'm sure he agrees with Kyle. And that's pretty much what I was insinuating. The fact that he's going to be in public like that with all of the backlash that he's getting. And then somebody wrote, he doesn't allow anything. He doesn't control the thoughts or vocal cords of other people. I mean, yeah, there's that. But he definitely controlled his. Australia is trying to deport him. That's why. Is that true?
You're not but someone's promoting the assassination of another human being. That's some up shit. Regardless of whether you like someone or not, wanting someone killed and promoting it is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Take a look at what happened. Make a wish, Canada. Don't miss Trump next time.
That's some serious
I would agree with that.
shit.
Tenacious D is Jack Black and Kyle Gass.
Now, anyone who wishes someone else dead legit is just a piece of shit. A note to our talent bookers: I will not be participating in any future Tenacious D interviews. I never want to speak to him again.
It's a shame the amount of people who actually think that this is okay. It makes me really, really look at the world through this lens of I don't have any hope for humanity, at least in my lifetime, honestly, because the responses that we've been seeing has been nothing short of wow. Yo, I can't believe I shared space on this earth with these people. You know, in no way, shape, or form am I calling for the unaliving of people whom opinions I strongly disagree with, even with the policies that I strongly disagree with and things of that nature, even given the horrific events that they've contributed to. That's just not how God made me. You know what I'm saying? God ain't make me wish death upon any man. That's just not how it works. But shout out to Drew Live, man. We haven't covered a video from him in a while, but this right here shows you right here, plain and simple, the mindset of people who just genuinely hate Donald Trump. This psycho was asked about his opinion on the assassination of Donald Trump, bro, and the response is just it's gonna take you off. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna read the comment that I see down here before we even start. He says he can't articulate why he hates Trump because he doesn't know.
What was your thoughts about the assassination attempt?
They missed.
Do you
He should have. He's not good for this country, and he never will be.
Wow.
Ever. He's the worst person that could be ever in politics. He's not even a politician.
So you're disappointed that the shooter missed Donald Trump?
100%. No, nothing. He should have died. She doesn't like him as much as I do, but she's a little more sympathetic to people.
Do you think that the shooter was justified?
He did what he wanted to do.
Do you think it was justified? Like, do you think
in his eyes, I'm sure it was. But you know what? Since he missed, I can guarantee you there's going to be 100 people that are going to try to not miss.
Would you support that?
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't need to be a president.
So, hold on.
100%. Yeah.
Why so much hatred for Donald Trump?
Because for one, he's a sucker. He grabs people by the pussy. He grabs women by the pussy, right? All right, we're done. Have a good day.
Oh, really quick. I want to know. You know, what?
Your mic.
It's pretty shocking what you're telling me right now. So,
No.
I know it's pretty shocking.
I'm genuinely just disappointed in humanity. First of all, you notice he does what all TDS or TDI patients do once they're confronted with questions and confronted with critical thought questions. Oh, you know, I don't want to. They say what they got to say real slick, real quick, and then they move on. They try to exit the conversation right there. But this man is a sick man. I don't understand this disgusting human behavior. And I'm sorry, man, sick people, and the wife is just sitting there just grinning and all, like, what? Dog, like, this is not okay. We know that we have free speech and things of that nature and all that, but like that right there, that's not, you still have consequences behind your speech for sure. It's not surprising, but it reveals just how many people have been and continue to be influenced and manipulated. I will give him that. He said that it was surprising. Oh, it's not surprising. So yeah, I agree with that, but I don't know, man. He looked pregnant anyway. I'm sorry, man. I gotta throw a little shade back. Y'all go do what y'all do, man. This dude needs to, I don't know. People are evil, y'all. Check on a friend today. You could be saving their life. Pray for Trump.